Welcome to the Political Ferret Show. New content will be uploaded every Wednesday and Sunday. This video was financed by my Patreons. Thank you for making the change possible. So you want to become rich? Well, not a big problem. Let's go through the steps. What to do to become rich, to understand why you become rich, and think about the alternative. The first step is you have to decide what you want. You have to decide that you want to be rich. If you decide that, take a letter, write it down and make a contract with yourself. Not just write in that, I want to be rich. Write, I want to have 10 millions in 15 years. Add some milestones to that and check on your milestones from time to time. The next thing is you have to accept that there is no guarantee. If you do this contract with yourself, this is not a guarantee that you will be successful. You can fail, and you can fail hard, and you can end up quite poor. You have to accept that. That's the risk part. So what you have to do then is find out what you're good at. Not what you can do quite well, it is not what you love very much, it is what you can do better than most other people. Find out what this is. And this is often not what you like most in the world. It sometimes is. If it is, it's good for you, but it's often not. What you have to do then is to repeat that for 10,000 hours. If you stray and if you do something that you are not really good at in this time, it will cost you a lot of time. Find out what you are good at, repeat it for 10,000 hours. And I know what you do right now. You take out a calculator and calculate something like this. If I work 8 hours a day for 250 days a year, it will take me about 5 years to become rich. Well, this is not exactly what I mean. And this is quite an ordinary 8 to 5 job. But is it? No, it's not really that job. You see, most of the day in such a job you don't do stuff that you are really good at. It's more or less you do it 2 hours a day what you are really good at. And the rest of the time you spend with mediocre stuff that you're not really good at, or perhaps pretty lousy. So you are up on 20 years. But the alternative to that is that you work 12 hours a day, 365 days a year, and you're on your 10,000 hours in 2 years. That's a tenth of the time. You see, that's the reason why people who do that are 10 times more rich than people who go just normally to work and do what they do at work, which includes a lot of drinking of coffee. But what are the costs on the other side? Well, working 12 hours a day for 365 days a year comes with some cost, with a lot of stress, and with not a lot of time for your hobbies or for your family. And this is the alternative. If you have a normal job, if you don't try to become rich, you have time for that. You have time for hobbies, you have time for family, and this can mean something. So you have to decide, once again, what do you want? If you want to be really, really rich, you can do that. But it comes with great costs. And it stands with you if you want to pay that cost. But on the other hand, if you are young and you decide right now that being rich is more important than anything else, and if you are young, you can come to this conclusion quite fast, you shift in the motto of your life into high gear and you work hard. And if you work hard, it's quite easy to shift down, to take it not so hard as before, because you have already resources, education, connection, and a nice CV that will help you further on. But if you start in low gear and you then come to mind that the money of your parents is now gone, and now you have to stop playing computer games for not living, but work for a living, it's way harder to shift up some gears. So, after all, being rich is possible. You can become rich. Also, in times like this, with high regulations and high taxes and everything that is bad, you can still do it. But it comes with great cost. The important thing is that you have to decide. You have to decide what you are willing to pay for being rich. And more or less all of this stuff is paid with time and with life quality and a realization that you only have one life and that the last shirt comes without pockets comes often too late for some people. So what I would say is find a balance. Find a balance between your life and the desire of being rich. It's always about the balance. Tell me what you think about it, like, share and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.